Buckle up. View map. Wait! Hello friends, this is Coldrun. Welcome back to a blind playthrough of Outer Wilds, where we're going to be continuing, but this time we're going to try to not die. That's one of my goals, as well as just general exploration. I don't want to die today. I'm going to die, because that sure seems like there's a lot of opportunities for that, but I'm going to try to avoid situations that I know are going to kill me just for the sake of exploration. We'll see how that goes. So there's a few avenues we can check out that we haven't explored yet. First of which is I want to check out this treehouse thing. Looks like we can get higher by going up the pole potentially, but there's someone new here, Moraine. Oh, hello, astronaut. This is good weather for your launch, right? That's lucky. Any good sounds from space? You're listening to space? There are. My signal scope is set to the Outer Wilds Ventures frequency, so I'm listening to the traveler's music. Last night I heard Rebek's banjo coming from Brittle Hollow. I hope that means they're safe. Let me open up my docs again. I can hear different planets too. It depends on what time of day or night it is, since different planets are in the sky at different times. Signal scopes are cool. They sound cool as hell. I'm listening. What direction are you pointed in? What is the frequency? What's the sound from that green? What's the sound from the sun? There, this is healthy for our eyes. Nothing from there. Oh wait, no, some of them are getting like red signals there. Like, yeah, some of them have red. Oh, there! Bam! So this is Rebek's banjo. Rebek. I'm looking at my notes. Yeah, so Rebek's doing okay. What is that? Is that an asteroid? It looks like there's tentacles. Is it a living thing? Huh. Okay. Put away. I'm sure there's other stuff, but put away for now. Haven't you been up in this tree? Any good sounds from? No, we've heard about it. Any good? Haven't you been up in this tree a while? I'm concerned Marl will cut down this tree if there's no one. This is the tree Marl wants to cut down, so I don't want to leave it for too long. Mayor Rutiel says Marl isn't supposed to cut it down, but I don't think they see eyes to eyes on this one. I'll still watch your launch, though. I'll have a good view from up here. Thank you. So Moraine is a supportive little Hearthian. Okay. Glad I came up here. Is there anything higher up that feels like we can really likely get to it? It may be, but we won't go exploring there for now. We'll stick to things that are less likely to kill us than navigating that branch. We'll go back to the observatory. There was a lot of stuff to look there that I only briefly saw last time. So inside the observatory again. Let's start looking around the room here. Ooh, hold R1 to translate. Cassava, we're nearly ready. Felix and I have finished construction, and she says calibrating the device won't take long. Oh, the sentence continues. Gotcha. Okay. Felix, fortunately, the Attlerocks, that's the moon, lack of atmosphere will make calibration simple. After all this time, I'm thrilled to finally resume our search. So this is a conversation between... I've heard that when you're having trouble mentally processing something, like what you just saw, it helps to summarize and rephrase it. So this is a conversation between Felix... And for me, I'm having trouble. This is a lot. This information. New names and stuff. Cassava and Felix are talking. They finished construction on what I don't know. and they're using the Attlerock to calibrate it. The Attlerock's lack of atmosphere to calibrate it. Before we look at that thing, let's see what the description of this is. This piece of Nomai writing was essential to deciphering their unique language. Although this text is linear, Nomai text often branches off from a central point. Interestingly, each branch tends to be written by a different author. That's fascinating. I like that. That's really cool. So these feel like very different writings. So these are old Nomai texts. Like this. Or what was this? Was this a Nomai? It was carved by the Nomai, but I mean, we don't know that this is necessarily a Nomai. This could be a Nomai art or a Nomai god or something, but we'll presume that for now that this is what the Nomai look like. But I'm keeping in mind that it may not be the case. How do I... Nope, not that. Oh no, I can't so I can only translate that. This is something else. We don't know what that is. It's a totally different language. Yeah, interesting. Aside from the dwellings and structures they built, the Nomai also made art. The decorated pottery was discovered on... This decorated pottery was discovered on Brittle Hollow. That's where Reback is on. Some ancient Nomai art depicts strange animals, foreign celestial objects, and other subjects that can't be found in our solar system, which makes us wonder whether the Nomai originated somewhere in elsewhere in the universe or simply had vibrant imaginations. Were the Nomai born in our solar system, or were they born among other stars and planets? And if they were, how? And why did they come here? These are just some of the questions we hope to answer through further xenoarchaeological expeditions. This almost looks like... I don't know what it looks like, just... kind of a very specific tiling structure and interlinked in some way. Like, I would think it would be almost a, like a pot holder, but no, it's leaky. It would leak all over. There's, skulls? Yeah, those must be Nomai bones. What you see here are parts of the Nomai skeleton. We can tell from their skulls that they possessed antlers and, quite unusually, only 3 eyes. I don't know how anyone would function with less than 4 eyes. Yeah, that's weird. The Nomai body was most likely adapted for living exclusively on land. The differences in the Nomai's anatomy, such as their shockingly fragile bone structure, show us that Harthians couldn't have descended from Nomaian ancestors. So they're a totally different branch of evolution. Okay. It's not clear where the Nomai originated from or where they disappeared, or why they disappeared. We hope to find more clues to this puzzle as we explore our solar system. That seems like it's going to be the core mystery of the game, or one of them. Then we got a probe of some kind. And some geometric tool. Or a ship, maybe? Like a model ship, it looks like. The Nomai technology brought back from space by our astronauts has been a great boon to Outer Wilds ventures, allowing us to modify expedition gear in exciting and useful ways. So we'll get, like, upgrades and stuff. But will any of the upgrades stick? Maybe it's just a matter of, like, until I find the save point? I don't know. Because, again, each death has reset us, but we haven't found any sort of, like, save points yet. So I imagine at some point we'll get, like, a checkpoint. For example, the Little Scout now boasts a warp retrieval capability that allows astronauts to recall their scouts almost instantly. This has dramatically reduced the number of scouts lost to the depths of space. Depths is a complicated word to say, isn't it? So this can jupe people. This can, like, it's like a Hearthstone, a teleporter back. This crystal was taken from a Nomai rune on Brittle Hollow. It seems to create a local gravity distortion. I'm not even going to write this down. I'm just going to keep going from here. I'll try to remember to come back if these become relevant. It's just I don't know what's relevant yet. Creates a local gravity distortion. It was most likely used to traverse steep surfaces. Try it out. How do... Oh, crap, that's awesome. I didn't know what was happening. So it lets me temporarily, like, walk on the wall. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. And if I go here, I'll just... I can't even go here because I would just plonk on my head. I could go here, and then I go... There's no way to, like, because if I just sidle to the side... But what if I go here, and I look that way? No, it'll write me up another way. Okay. That's really cool. All right, then we saw the anglerfish briefly. So it's from the dark bramble, right, from... Oh, I don't like that. This is like the thing that was flying in the air, just like a stubby thing with tentacles behind it. And it's still moving. Is this alive? Can't be. Right, we've seen the local gravity distortion. Why do they have two of those things? And then we have art. Or photos, it looks like. I don't know what of. Yeah, not crop circles, but like old formations. I don't know. If a star is massive enough, it will continue to fuse carbon into even heavier elements like iron. Ultimately, the star will collapse under its own gravity and then explode in a violent event called a supernova. Based on Schurt's observation, this will one day be the fate of our own sun. I hope it's one of those things that's like, yeah, it'll one day be the fate of our own sun, like 22 trillion years in the future. Maybe not that long, but like, I don't know. I'm Googling this. When will the sun burn out? Okay, our star has about, I'm looking at an article on space.com. The star has about 5 billion years of life left, and it looks like it won't die by supernova. But, I don't know. As the star's core contracts, it gets hotter, causing the outer layers to expand. The star has become a red giant. When the core is hot enough, it starts to fuse helium into carbon. I believe this is all probably correct. I don't know the science, but I trust it. Stars like our sun generate light and heat by fusing hydrogen into helium. As it grows older, the star runs out of hydrogen and starts to contract. I'm concerned that they're putting a lot of emphasis on this here. Watch closely. These balls move on their own. The ground is perfectly level. What do you think causes this spooky motion? The answer is the moon. As it orbits our planet, the Attlerock's gravity pulls on objects from different directions. In fact, it's pulling on you right now. The Attlerock must be... To have that direct an impact on things... I don't know what that means about the science of it, but that sounds wild. All right, neat. I think we've looked at all the things here in this room. Or wait. Coming soon. Future site of our next exhibit. If you've enjoyed your time with Outer Wilds, please consider supporting our planned museum expansion. Is this like a... Is this like there's an expansion to the game that they're probably... This is probably hinting at an expansion to the game. I don't know. Outer Wilds, I think, has been out for a while, right? That was not an intended pun, but it came off well. Outer Wilds out for a while. The strange rock moving around in this grotto appears to react to conscious observation. Isn't that like the, that's very quantum, right? The level-headed among us realize there must be some sort of optical illusion at play, but Gabbro claims the rock exists in all possible states until it's observed, whatever that means. So that's the quantum physics thing. Whatever's actually happening, both sides of this debate agree the effect is extremely creepy. What's the thing that we think is, that looks like it's moving? Strange rock moving around in this grotto. What's strange rock moving around in this grotto? I don't know what rock they're talking about. Is this sometimes appear on like different things? I don't know. I'll try. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, motherfucker. Ah, okay. Okay. All right. All right. Yep. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my god, that's awesome. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Let's go upstairs. Or up ramp. Let's go to a higher level of this observatory. That was awesome. That was really cool. View map. Brittle Hollow. You know what this already reminds me of a little bit is just in terms of the opening map and layout is Dredge. Just kind of a limited area, limited layout, about 5, you know, well, more than 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zones, sort of a home base. So the Hourglass Twins, Giants Deep, Brittle Hollow. You can zoom in on some of these. Hollow's Lantern, which I guess is just a, I don't know what that is. Got a couple of moons around it. The Interloper. That, we've seen the Interloper. We have seen the Interloper moving around. It's on a collision course with the Dark Bramble. No, it's not. It's not on a collision course. Maybe it's hard to tell. Are they on a collision course? I kind of want to wait to see what happens if they collide. And I don't feel like this counts as like me jumping in a geyser or something because there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, maybe eventually, maybe the goal of the game is to not let the Interloper crash into the Dark Bramble, but I doubt it. I was actually like kind of holding my breath there. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, they're fine. And then we got Giants Deep. This is the thing where we think there might be like tentacle monsters and below. And we're in Timberhearth. What ellipse is the Interloper taking? It like swings by the... Boy, it swings really close to the sun. Is the Interloper going to crash into Giants Deep? Giants Deep might be moving too fast. What's the red thing over there? There was like a red spark going off. Boy, the Interloper is running some close calls, isn't it? Maybe its goal is to go do close calls. Maybe it's like an observation thing. Like its goal is to create a trajectory that lets it check in on these different planets. Hornfells. There you are. I just finished our pre-flight observations. And local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. You'll be our first astronaut ever equipped with a Nomai translator tool. I confess I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nomai. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me, what's your plan once you're in space? Learn about the Nomai, meet up with other travelers, go somewhere no one's gone before. I don't know. I'm going to win. I think I'll start with something small because that's really what I'm going to do. I'm going to see what I can do. You prefer to ease into things. That's a sensible plan. More sensible than most of our astronauts tend to be, and that's a fact. Do you think you'll go to the Attlerock then? Our moon would be a safe place to travel to and get your bearings in space, and I'm sure Esker would appreciate the visit. Plus, we don't know what the ancient Nomai ruins on the moon are or why they were built. You could put your new translator tool through its paces. Looks like all that's left is to send you off. All in all, a fine day for a launch. I'm ready to die in space. I feel like it's bad luck to even joke about that, so I'm ready to get off this rock. All right, we need the launch codes. Best get off the ground before Slate makes any more modifications to your ship. Good luck out there. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Thank you, Hornfells. The launch codes are -- long line -- long line -- Hopefully my character will remember that. Because I will not. I mean, if I have to, I will. I'll make a screenshot or write it down, but I'm assuming I don't have to do that. Hornfell's observations. This is incredible. At first I thought the points of light in this image were stars, but they're not. They're galaxies. And this image covers just a tiny patch of the whole sky. Space is terrifying. The whole sky, which means the universe contains at least 1,000 times more galaxies than we previously imagined. I think I need to sit down. Yeah, this would be like an existential moment for you. According to my redshift calculations, every single galaxy in this image is moving away from us. It's like an expanding universe sort of thing, or are they like Is it like backing away from something that's about to, you know, blow up? In fact, the farther away a galaxy is, the faster it appears to be moving away. It's almost as if the entire universe is expanding. Okay. But if that's true, was everything closer together in the past? And how far back can we extrapolate? Did the universe have a beginning? Yeah, we got Big Bang time coming. All right, you know what? We have the launch codes. Let's go launch. Jesus Christ. Scared the shit out of me, goat. Is this a save point? That has to be a save point of some kind. I mean, maybe they'll make us, like, every time we die, like, if we die at the launch, maybe they'll make us come back here and get this launch codes again, but I'm hoping that's not the case, but we'll see. Oh. Hey, did you get a good look at the Nomai statue? The statue looked at me and opened its eyes. Oh, the statue's doing what? So its eyes opened, and then you saw images from your own memories and glowing lights flying around, like hallucination? You sure you're okay to launch? That's a fair question. No, that statue is definitely weird. I mean, if you're saying it happened, then I guess it did, but why? Hornfels tried everything to get that statue's eyes to open, and nothing like this ever happened to them. I don't think you're going to get any answers from the museum statue, but Gabbro said they were going back to Giant's Deep. Don't know which island they're on, though. Maybe they'd be able to tell you more? On the other hand, Gabbro's, you know, Gabbro, so maybe you'd be better off searching for more info on your own. All right, I'm making a note. So we'll say next steps or like next stuff, maybe? Like the next so some next things. Visit the Attlerock for a safe start. And we'll say visit Gabbro on Giant's Deep to see what's up. Well, really to talk about what's up with the Nomai statue opening its eyes. Gee, now I'm really jealous you're going to space. See if you can use our translator tool to find out more about the statue, okay? All right, good luck, thank you. I don't remember who you are, but, you know... Oh, Hal, you're Hal, okay. I don't think we've been down this way. We came across from another path. We can get on top of the water wheel if ever we want. Probably all kinds of platforming stuff available to us here if we do it right and don't die. Tefra. Are you going to space and never coming back like Feldspar did? What? Yeah, Hornfels says Feldspar went away into space and didn't come back. Best pilot ever, but no one knows what happened to him. That's not something I want to think about right now. But if Feldspar disappeared, you might disappear too, right? That's correct. You're not as good as Feldspar, so you should be really careful not to get lost. You're probably correct on all fronts there. And I really can't help getting lost. It's just kind of in my nature. Hey, look, we're back here. Slate. Looks like you're ready for takeoff. The excitement of a launch is fun and all, but I can't wait to get back to working on the new ship. We're working on fixing the autopilot's avoidance system for this one. Sorry. Sorry? I guess, because, you know what? Let's have a good luck marshmallow. Extend stick. Now I really want marshmallows. I'm going to Target later today. I'm going to get marshmallows, I think. We've entered the launch codes. We are ascending. All right, beam me up. Test the environment. Little scout. See beyond the horizon. Illuminate dark area. Detect hazards and test the environment. So the little, it's saying all the things the little scout can do. Gotcha. You know what? Let's put the suit back for now. We don't need the suit. View ship log. Timber hearth. Rumor mode. Okay. Village. The one and only Hearthian village, as well as the main source of explosions on this planet. The Nomai statue in the observatory opened its eyes and looked at me. I saw strange glowing lights and my own memories flashed before my eyes. Hal says the statue has never opened its eyes before despite Hornfell's best efforts. Alright. So they do track this stuff, which is really nice. Hal says Gabbro went to Giant's Deep to try to learn more about the Nomai statue in the observatory. I hear there are Nomai ruins somewhere in the Attlerock. This is probably the first thing I'm going to go for. No one knows what they are or why they were built. Nomai text in the observatory talks about calibrating some sort of device on the Attlerock. Wait, say that again? Text in the observatory. Right, the text, the swirly text. About calibrating something on the Attlerock. Esker's camp. Sounds like Esker is still stationed on the Attlerock. They've been there for by themselves for a while. Esker, Esker doesn't have an instrument. It's on my instrument notes. Map mode. The Interloper. Dark Bramble. Brittle Hollow. The Attlerock. No, not those. Oh gosh. Nope. Map mode, right. So this lets us see, I guess, just rumors by map. So there's at least some entry in Giant's Deep, but there are no entries on the Dark Bramble, or there should be something on the Dark Bramble, but we've heard about the Dark Bramble, about the anglerfish, but that's kind of about it. And the Interloper. Is this one of those things that lets us kind of manipulate gravity? Is that one of the gravity crystals? Maybe. You know what? Let's put on our suit before we buckle up, because in hindsight, it feels like it's... Ooh, first aid. In hindsight, it feels probably likely that we'll need this to... Maybe not. I don't know. The thing is, I actually am... I don't think... I think this is probably okay. Buckle up. Lift off and landing camera. So it's below us. Okay. View map. We're here. Okay. All right. You know, let's lift. I don't know what's happening. Let's lift off. Oh wow, we're just going. What was that? I don't know what that is. No, I'm looking for the moon. Oh god! That was not intentional. Exit ship to repair damaged landing gear. Shoot. Oh no, I'm gonna have to do space travel. I am okay. All right. How do we get out? Open hatch. Prepared. I think we're good. So how do we, like, set a course for the moon? Let's lock onto this. There. Oh, wait, no, the Attlerock is what we want to lock onto. I don't know what this is. All right, now I see the Attlerock. Uh... Nope. That. Alright, engage autopilot. Did we land safely? Landing mode. Oh, there's a landing mode. Are we on the Attlerock, or are we in space? Oh wait. Right, we have to space. I forgot how space works. Let's equip our suit. They said the atmosphere was thin. All right, let's walk on the moon. Ship 45 meters away. So we're on the Attlerock. Pretty dark. What is this? It is something that crashed down here. Oh, you know what? Let's launch our scout. Oh, no, never mind. We can just walk over here. Unidentified signal nearby. Hopefully it's this thing. Trees detected. Oxygen tank. All right, so let me see if I can figure out who this is. This is... Esker? I think this is Esker, right? Yeah, there it is. You got marshmallows. Oh, hey, it's you. Ground control didn't tell me you were launching. Long time no see. Actually, I guess it's been a long time since I've seen anyone. Don't the other travelers come by? The Lunar Outpost saw more traffic back when our ships were less sophisticated and needed more frequent repairs. Nowadays, it's mostly used to keep a set of eyes on things. Sometimes Chert comes by to say hi, but Gabbro's Gabbro, and you know how Rebeck feels about unnecessary space flight. Don't go. I mean, anything else you want to ask? It seems lonely. A little. I'm in touch with ground control, Hornfells and Gosen mostly, and they radio up to chat now and then. And when ground control forgets I'm here, and they usually do, I launch my little scout at the village. I'm less worried about you spying on us than that they forget about you. I don't blame them. For one, I don't check in as often as the other travelers since I'm always in one place. And it's not so bad up here. Really, at least it's peaceful and quiet. You don't always get that in our solar system. Let alone in our village. Was that you whistling? Probably, or actually definitely. The other travelers carry instruments, so they don't bother whistling. The best spot to pick up their music with a signal scope is the North Pole for great reception. Marked in red on your mini-map, but the Attlerock is a pretty small moon. Just go north, you can't miss it. What is this place? Stars above, you're serious, aren't you? That's just depressing. Ah, welcome to the Lunar Outpost, which apparently the space program doesn't bother to teach anyone anymore. When we first started with Outer Wilds, travelers used to bring ships here all the time for repairs. Our spacefaring technology has improved loads since then, but the older ships tended to fall apart a lot. Like, more than they do now, because... Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Using the outpost cut down on the number of launches and landings taking place in the village, and also the number of fires. Nowadays, it's mostly just me up here, raising saplings from Timber Hearth and keeping an eye on things. That's impressive that trees will grow here. Alright, talk to you later. Ship log updated. Unidentified signal nearby. How do I look into an... And so, can I take off my suit? Oh, unidentified signal, Esker. Signal identified, Esker. Okay. You're no longer unidentified. Let's see what you got in your home. Not much I can deal with. Jumbo boy, they love marshmallows here. One of the marshmallow things is bursting. I don't want to fly off the planet, or off the Attlerock. I'm also not sure how to refuel. God, that's terrifying. Anything I can read? It doesn't really look like there's a lot to interact with here. But we want to get to the North Pole. How do we know which way is north? Oh, like that. I see them. I see the map now. I'm worried about flying off the moon, so I'm trying to take it slow. Like trying to not jump too high. Perfect. Esker's signal scope log. Day 48. Still not picking up Rebec's banjo from Brittle Hollow. I'm sure they're fine, but I'll feel better once I can hear their music. Day 51. Listen to Chert play for a while today. Unrelated, someone should tell Porphy and Gosan their flirting is not subtle from an aerial perspective. Day 55. Banjo music coming in loud and clear today. Sounds like Rebec's doing okay. That oaf, I was worried. Day 63. Thought I heard something strange. I don't know, it was probably nothing. It's not nothing. Maybe it's the intruder. Oh no, something strange coming from Timberhearth. Day 70. The sound from Timberhearth sounds exactly like Feldspar's harmonica, but Feldspar disappeared in space ages ago. That can't be them. That is terrifying. Day 88. It's still here. This is creepy. Maybe my signal scope is broken? I better talk to Nice. Is it like a time portal thing? Are you hearing like a past version of the guy? Or the being? I don't know. Guy seems gender neutral enough that I can use it for the Hearthians. How do I switch signals again? What sound is that? I'm looking at my musical notes. Harmonica, flute, banjo, drums. I guess is that chert? Is that drums? It doesn't really sound like drums. It sounds like its own thing. Look at those purple things. Maybe that's just storms. And that's the thing that exploded before. There's the banjo. And there's whatever you are. This is such a cool system. I'm not super familiar with what's going on, but I like it regardless. Is there a hole in there? What is that? It's like a platform with gases coming around it. Okay. What is that? I guess that's just Timberhearth. Timberhearth just has a hole in it. That's just its nature. Huh. Okay. All right, so we've seen that. Glad to know. Oh, my oxygen is going down. Does that refill when I go to see what's-his-face? I feel like I could just, like, launch myself off into space, and I do feel the call of the void a little bit, but I'm going to try to resist it for the moment. We're going back to the ship. I'm okay with it. 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. Thank you for the warning. I greatly appreciate that. How do we get to the ruins here? Yeah, so this refills, but the fuel does not. We got a new rumor at Esker's camp. There's a lunar lookout harmonica signal. Esker's growing a crop of trees at their camp. They seem to be doing okay, but they've probably been alone on the moon for too long, yeah. The rumor? The Attlerock's North Pole, marked in red, is a great spot to listen to other travelers' music, right? Nomai ruins somewhere on the Attlerock. No one knows what they are or why they were built. Calibrating a device there. Why the arrow? Why is the arrow the place instead of the lunar? Like, the arrow is... Right. What about the lunar lookout? A lookout platform with a spectacular view of the solar system. Esker uses their signal scope here to keep tabs on other travelers. Harmonica coming from somewhere on Timber Hearth sounds just like Feldspar's harmonica, right. But some of these things we can go to. Lunar Ruins, we don't know where they are. It's just a rumor. But some of these things we can actually mark their location on the map. I didn't even see that before. Okay. Alright. Well, let's go to the Lunar Lookout, I guess. Might as well. Oh, that's the... Isn't this the pole? Yeah, we've been here. Is that the... What is it? Hold on, get back here. No! Retrieve scout. Didn't mean to do that. No, retrieve. How do I retrieve the scout? Hold R1. That's what I was looking for. Why is this red? Wasn't it like orange just not that long ago? But it's not, I mean, it's not Supernova because it's the other direction, right? If it gets brighter in color, it's like that's what the thing says, that's when it would be close to Supernova. And still, it was like regular sun color not that long ago, I swear. It was like orange. Am I mistaken? I might be mistaken. What is that? Those are the Hourglass twins. And is that where Chert is? Yeah, Chert is on the Hourglass twins. That's a drum. So we've seen this. Timber Hearth. So I'm tempted to just go back to Timber Hearth now because we can check in about... swear it's dark red now. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the ship. And is this can't be the ruin, right? Because I can't really do anything with it. Doesn't mean it can't be it, I guess. It's just, I don't think this is the ruin. And I could just kind of wander around, but I don't want to do that. I want to follow clues. Buckle up. View map. Wait! I thought this was going to be like a fun space western. I didn't think the sun was going to explode on me. Okay. And we have the lunar codes now. Hello? We remember it this time. We remember it this time. Did I just die? Oh, bad dream or something? You still look half asleep, but that's a negative on being deceased. Are we getting fucking Groundhog Day'd? I know it's tradition to may sleep out under the stars the night before a launch, but if you ask me, it makes you all a bit jumpy. We're just going to leave it at that. I guess we're just going to leave it at that. Where are the launch codes go? We found the launch codes. I was on my way back to Timber. Let me pause this. I was on my way back to Timberhearth. I was on my way there. And then the sun blew up. Okay. 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 How many? Okay. This is, we're getting Groundhog Day, we're getting Happy Death Day. Do you have any comments? Heard you and Slate beefed up the model ship. Can I see it? Installed better thrusters. Give it a test. Try to land on one of the geyser pools. Okay, so things are changing now. Things are changing. Go. Yeah! I mean, did we do it? Maybe we did it. Okay, maybe we didn't do it. Whatever. Esker. But there's no harmonica that I can hear here. Wait. That's a frigging harmonica. All right, can we launch to that? Can we go to that? And it's like down. It feels like we'll have to go down eventually to find Wesker. Not Wesker, Esker told us that Wesker is a different character altogether. Oh god, that is eerie as hell. Reset loop and quit to main menu. Okay. 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 So I'm going to call it here. I know that in practice this may end up being a shorter video than usual, but I'm starting to see what this game is going to be asking of me. I feel like we are... Oh wait, who are you? Oh, Hornfels is down here. Hey, look at this. The statue opened its eyes. Bet you wish you'd seen that happen, huh? Me too. I did. I'm not even a little closer to understanding what's going on with the statue. Was there something you needed? Tell me more about Feldspar. One of the 4 founding members of Outer Wilds, along with our flight coach Gosan, Slate the engineer, and me. As ground control and later the museum curator, I didn't work with Feldspar as closely as Slate and Gosan did. I can tell you Feldspar was absolutely fearless, though. Nothing scared them. Test piloted everything Slate built. It's a wonder Feldspar lived to see space, frankly, but they did. Flew all sorts of dangerous stunts and explored everything they could find. One day they just didn't come back. We don't know what happened, or where Feldspar went, or even whether they're still alive. Long time since they left. Oh, and they have the W eyes that goats have? They do. Sort of. It's sort of a variant on it. I was looking in the wrong direction. This is why I was confused, because I read this from right to left, and I was being the world's biggest dunkus. The sun starts out this color. When I saw red, when I saw the sun was red, I should have known what was up. I sort of knew what it was up, but it felt like it was going in reverse. Yeah, so this is where we got to. Okay. 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 So it seems like we're going to make little bits of progress, learn some stuff. It does save every so often, and then the sun blows up. Fucking love this rock. All right, that's going to be it for me for now. Let me see if I can if I have to get back to the ship for the loop to save. I don't think so. I think it's just every day is probably going to be its own loop. Like if I save here, I'm going to have to come back here to get this bit of dialogue, probably. See if anything updated in the log. Yes, the Zero-G Cave. We've been to the Zero-G Cave. Gaussen has it set up. I want a refresher before I launch. If I do not. I've been there. So there's the Attlerock, and then is this the moon? Maybe this is something different. Are they saying that because the moon is different from the Attlerock, maybe? No, it's saying the lunar ruins must be on the Attlerock. Looking to see what else is visible. Oh, holy crap. Well, I think we found the ruins. Oh, Jesus. How do I land? Landing mode. I think we're good. We damaged it, but again, I'm new to this. And it looks like the damage won't matter, because we're about to die anyway. Might as well do that, though. Okay. Where are the ruins? Here. Here are the ruins. Can't believe I just didn't see these. They're half the friggin' planet. Yeah, there's stuff here. Play recording. Chert's note, research notes, property of Chert. This is an old crater. The neat thing is that the composition of the samples I took from the impact site matches the composition of the ice on the outskirts of Dark Bramble. I'd posit Attlerock was hit with a piece of the planet that used to be where Dark Bramble now lies. That makes sense. To follow up on, maybe there are more fragments of the old planet Dark Bramble destroyed on other astral bodies in the solar system. Let me see that again. So, it's not that Attlerock was part of the Dark Bramble. It's that whatever hit Attlerock was originally part of the planet that used to be, part of the planet that Dark Bramble used to be. Gotcha. And so those other fragments of it may be elsewhere too. It's transparent. I guess is it like ice? Are these ice chunks? Is there anything inside these? Oh, no, the sun is red. We don't have much longer. Can I pick up the other things here? Boy, this is tough to navigate. Can I refuel jetpack? Oh, look at that. Can I pick up the mining pick? No. Nope, no, 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 no. No, I'm trying not to. No. Go down, 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 down. Oh, God. Okay, okay. That was actually scary as hell. Gotta be careful with that. Oh, is this the ruins? We found the ruins. We found the ruins. And there's a writing. There are writings here. How do I use the, retrieve scout? What is that? No. I can go down. I can go down. Where's the translator? How do I use the translator tool? Options, there are controls thing. I don't know. Is it automatic? It's automatic. I couldn't use it before. Coleus. I was upstairs testing the eye signal locator, like the eye, because the interloper looks like an eye. And it can hear and follow the signals from the sun, Giant's Deep, and Brittle Hollow. However, something strange is happening when I ask the eye's signal locator to follow the eye's signal. The device's indicator rotates wildly and never points to just one direction. So is it like in the middle of the planet? Or it could be in the middle. He's talking about other planets. I don't know what that means. I see. I most like... Oh, no. I most likely calibrated the locator incorrectly. Privet, my apprentice, and I will make adjustments and try again. We're about to die. Okay. All right, that's going to be it for me for now. This is great. This is fantastic. Next time we're going to go back to the Lunar Ruins and on the Attlerock and see what else we can suss out from there. Look at all this. They do have checkpoints. All right. So friggin' cool. Okay. So I'll try to do this. I don't know. Maybe I'll do like 2 days a day or something. 2 days a session. I don't know. We'll see. It'll probably depend on how much I get done a day. Because I'm sure there's going to be days where I just wander around and can't find make any progress, and those will probably get condensed. But whatever. We'll find as we go. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.